You know, one of the things I saw last night on Facebook was my dear friend Carol Davis laying down on the ground with a kid in the middle of the street, just laughing her head off.
Oh, yes.
And that, my friend, is what we do when we are feeling anger, when we're feeling sadness. Just find a kid.
Right.
Because kids are not dealing with the same level of nonsense that we are in our world with the worry and the fear and the anxiety. They still are free in many ways.
So true.
And their laugh is contagious. I mean, don't go steal somebody else's kid to do this with, but make friends with people who have kids, or go play with your own kids or your grandkids or your next door neighbor's kids, but go catch their contagious laughter.
Do you think, so you talked about how kids handle these sorts of things a little bit better. They're less prone to feeling the way that we feel. What is it about them that keeps them from feeling that level of sadness that we can adopt? I think it's trust. I think kids are genuine. We're talking about kids who are raised in a good home, you know, to the best degree. We're talking about a kid who feels safe. And a kid that feels safe won't go down the same emotional path that leads to sadness that we will, because they feel safe and they know that they're okay. And I think the answer to part of the question we're talking about is, how do we get to that? We have to remind ourselves that because God said so, it's going to be okay. And because God said so, eventually we're going to be safe in his arms. Maybe not safe, you know, in this world, in circumstances always, but eventually, as a believer in Jesus, I'm in his arms and I will end up having a safe eternity. And when we grab that, we can be like the kids who can lay down on the sidewalk with Carol and giggle and laugh because they feel safe.
Yeah, so true.
I also think that one of the great things about kids is their wide-eyed wonder. You know, that they just think things are super cool, that we lost our wonder of, you know, when was the last time you just laid down on a street in the middle of spruce pine
Last night.
and laughed?
Last night.
Or laid down in a field and looked up at the stars. Or went hiking and got down really small and looked at a flower or some moss or a stone and just got filled with wonder. Go find something that gives you awe and wonder and makes your eyes open big and your smile just pop on your face. That'll help get rid of sadness.
Cure what
really
ails
quickly.
you.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Well, and get outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get away from the TV.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say, you know, and I know there are all sorts of arguments against this, and make them if you want to, but I would try unplugging one day. Anne Lamott has a great quote. She said, most everything will reset itself if you unplug it for a little bit, even you.
so true.